Like
how you doing that? And let me get into it.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, we in there, man. You can.
Oh man, okay. Welcome back to Talkative. I'm your guy, Mac is Legend.
I was about to just say Chris because I'm tired of overtime Chris.
What?
Yeah, I was about to just say Chris.
Nah, man.
Overtime Chris in the building. What's up, man?
What you mean you getting? What you mean you getting tired of overtime?
I'm just getting tired of that, man. Because
really?
I guess, yeah, man.
You just like, I don't want that to be my moniker anymore.
Not that I don't want it to be my moniker anymore, but it's just like, I think that. Never mind. All right. Just never mind, okay. Man. In the mind, overtime Chris.
Overtime Chris, my guy. Listen, guys, we already done told y'all, make sure y'all definitely get out there, subscribe. What you have been doing. You have been subscribing to the Talkative YouTube channel.
They have.
Which has been great.
We are like 7 people away from 100. So.
Woo!
Bruh,
I love it.
Man,
thank y'all, man. Look,
hey, man, hey, it's progress.
That's progress, man. Look, I'm going to tell you, listen, it is hard to get follows, no matter if you're putting out content or not. I don't care. Yeah. It's hard to get real follows, especially nowadays.
It's difficult organic follows.
Yeah, organic follows.
Yes,
I agree.
To the point where it's like brick by brick. There's one brick. Yeah. You add another one. Put some little what you call that stuff in the middle.
Mortar.
Yeah,
put the mortar on there.
You would know because I ain't never did no real work in my life. Okay,
that's a lie. I'm sure. I know you have. You overtime. We making sure you stay with that moniker. But man, honestly, I get it, dude. I'm telling you, all of y'all have come out already to subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Again, we're doing more at this talk show besides just having me and Chris in the building. But we having to schedule those things, so we'll get that happening
for sure.
Continue to also go out there, comment, like, rate, and review. I want to read more about what you guys have to say. You know what I mean?
I was honestly going to say that. I was going to say, like, I want that. What do you want to hear from us? What do you want us to talk about? Like,
yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff I'm not going to talk about because I just don't want to talk about it. But I'd like to hear from people and see what you like about the show. Like, what do you feel like we should be talking about? Like, because I feel like we do a good job of trying to find what's happening in, mainstream media and tying it to things that, you know what I mean, that you can pull away from and take something from at the end of the day instead of just us being here being silly. I love being silly, though.
Man, we got to.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to make light of life.
Levity is life.
There you go. Levity is life. I love that, man, because things right now will pull you down.
Oh, my gosh. So, you already know.
But Talkative is not one that's going to pull you down. We're going to definitely get you out there. And so today, man, look, I got something that's been on my mind. I mean, let me tell you how this happened, Chris.
I can tell you, my mind has been in 1,000 places, but it's just I've been everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah. So you go first, and then I'll go. So what's on your mind?
Mine is really simple, but I got to go ahead and put it out here because this got to me. Now, this past weekend, I'm trying to think what was I doing? I was out somewhere, and somebody was telling me that I had to see something. They were like, "Oh, have you seen this location or whatever?" And I was like, "No, I never seen it." So they said, "Okay, I'm gonna show you." And they pulled out their phone, and the screen was so.
I'm already knowing they screen looked crazy.
It was so jacked. It looked like they threw it up in there and shot it. So, and then it fell and hit the ground. Like it was so the screen was so cracked up that I couldn't see anything on it. Speaking of. Oh, there go my phone. Like your phone, you ain't got no cracks. Your joint always look nice.
I've never had a crack in my phone.
Never.
Not once. Once. I've dropped my phone. And I always look. See, y'all trying to walk around here.
Really good protector on your.
See,
joint.
this is the thing. You just got to know what protectors to buy. Like I don't like outer boxes and all that stuff.
Oh, you don't do the outer box? Okay.
No. Nice. But you got to buy something with a nice little lip.
There you go, the lip
around the screen. You see that lip right there?
You gotta have a good lip on it.
Like the twins used to say, that's some lip action.
That's some lip action right there.
Right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got the bevel on there.
So if your phone falls like this on the ground, even if it falls at an angle, you still have that little edge.
I see it.
That keeps it off the ground. Now, there are certain impacts that are going to.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's doing that?
What are you doing?
Because they don't just have like a line. These people have like a I'm not being. They have like a split, like it's opened up.
This I don't have a case on my phone at all. That's that.
Okay,
because that can happen.
But this is the weird. This is the crazy thing. This person had a case.
No, he had a case after it cracked. I'm telling you, that's what people do, Mac. Because
Like,
people don't make
man,
no.
it's messed
They ain't
up.
got no
Now, let
common
me get it.
sense. Okay, my phone looked like it, like you was in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You just took
Like
a
you
bullet.
blocking it with your
like
phone.
you blocking bullets. With your phone,
exactly.
And then you decide, oh yeah, let me go get a case on
And
that
it's like,
joint
dude,
now.
yo, you need to get a new screen.
No, you need to get a new phone.
A new phone.
Matter of fact, you need to go get one of them old people phones with the plastic in the front or whatever.
Exactly.
And just do that.
Because obviously you don't know how to take care of your phone.
Jesus. And they even make tempered. This is the.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
got
God.
to make the tempered.
People have
cover.
tempered glass on the front of their phone, and they still break the damn screen under the tempered glass.
What the hell are you doing with your phone?
I have no idea.
I just don't get it.
It's insane.
I should have asked that, but I was
Why
so.
is this topic so hot?
Exactly, right. Because I'm telling you, this is real life.
Crazy.
When this cat put out his phone, was trying to show me, the only thing I could focus on was how many different.
You trying to pay attention? You looking at his phone?
I'm like, man, you gonna tear your fingers up. Like, please don't do that. Unless you're trying to get blood.
I ain't shaking your bloody ass hand.
Exactly.
You run your thumb up and down. There's some glass fragments in that joint, man.
Dude, it was the worst. I sat there and I looked at this.
Man.
But here's my problem.
That's my kid's phone right there, bro.
But see, that's fine for a kid.
Yeah.
This was a grown man.
No, they ain't. Not when you paying for it. It ain't
That's true.
fine.
That's true.
Stop saying it's fine.
Yeah, they
I'm
fine.
gonna take your phone away and give you one of them flip joints. Hello?
Yeah, you need to be a little more responsible.
Jeez.
But this is a grown man, dude, right? Yeah. And he's trying to show me something on his phone. It's split up, it's busted up, and all I could do was think in my mind, I don't trust him. I don't know. I don't know why I went that far.
You can't trust somebody with a broken phone.
I can't trust him because in my mind I'm thinking, you know,
I need this logic. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. I think, and this is gonna sound really bougie, maybe. I don't know, but on the real, dude, I use my phone on a daily. My phone, I hate to say it, is the attachment to so many things. Business,
it's a connection
family,
to the world.
The
Just
world.
say what it is.
So if I treat my phone, the world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you treat your main connection as like just like a bullet protector or whatever they're doing,
right,
you have no sense of value. And so in my sense, when I'm looking at that, I was like, okay, whatever this guy is showing me, he don't care enough to protect and take care of his own phone.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see nothing on it.
I just think those people just don't value money.
They must not.
Because
phones cost.
If you have look, I'm not proud of saying this because I'm an advocate for getting these phone prices down. Like
I'm with y'all,
but you know, you people just keep going out and buying them, so it's never gonna happen.
Exactly.
The next iPhone, I'm telling you right now, the next iPhone gonna be $1,500.
Good God!
I promise you, it's
please no.
There's
say it ain't so, bro.
I'm not talking about like the one that you spec up and the one that you know. I'm talking about probably the entry level phone at some point within the next 2-3 years. If these prices hold and inflation works, the entry level phone for an iPhone is probably gonna be like $1,500.
But see, what can a $1,500 phone do for
nothing?
Me? The same thing. Give you more apps. Let you make phone calls.
At some point, I joke with my kids. I joke with people around me all the time. At some point, you're gonna be able to go in your phone.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna go my phone. I'll see y'all later.
Like, Ma, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go in here real quick. Like you get on social media and stuff. You just gonna be like, all right, I'll be back. And you gonna hit a button. Zoom. You just gonna go in your damn phone.
Well, I hope they don't. I hope they don't crack that bug. Once you in, because it's like
Chris in there. I'm telling you, like it's crazy. So when
I'm with that though.
When I see a phone that's broken up and to be damned, like the first thing I did.
Yes.
The first thing I did, and you can ask anybody that's around me. Matter of fact, I didn't carry my phone the first day I got it because I ain't had no case.
Oh, so you don't play.
I left it in the house.
I get my case.
I left it in the house. I ain't bringing it out the house. It ain't about to see no cement. It ain't about to see no hardwood.
The second you bring it out,
nothing.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's I'm gonna drop it.
Right.
I know me.
That's the way it go.
Okay, because I dropped my key. You know, you drop
the same way. Yeah.
Whatever. It ain't gonna see the light of day until I get a case that was verified. That's got 5 points of protection. Okay.
Good God.
I need corner to corner.
Okay. It's gonna have 5 points. I'm with you. Okay, Chris, break
These are the 5 points.
Yeah.
This is 1 point.
Yeah.
This is 2 point.
Yeah.
This 3. This 4. And this lip is 5. Okay. And you need to have that back too. You got to have that back.
So
I can't
6.
I can't even touch. I can't even touch my
back. Look
at
that. No. You can't touch back. Back can't touch. Yeah.
And I do this because literally, look, I don't know if y'all are rich.
Yeah.
But Chris ain't rich.
No.
Okay. So when Chris get a new phone, Chris sell the old phone.
Bruh. So, did you see? Look, it's funny you say that.
Yeah.
Did you see that picture of Kanye walking out with his laptop?
Yeah.
And they said this bothers me because he's just like dangling like it ain't nothing.
It ain't
nothing to him.
That's how y'all walking around with these phones.
Exactly.
Though. Y'all walking around like these phones don't cost $1,200.
Exactly.
With no case on it, and you drop it, and no wonder you walking around with a cracked screen
phone
because you cannot afford it because you still making payments on the damn phone.
Exactly. Right. See, dude, but this is what I'm trying to say.
They don't value.
And this is the thing. I feel so bad about feeling this way about it, but all I'm trying to say is the entire time.
Are you getting hit up?
Yeah,
I'm getting hit up like a mother
right now. It seems like as soon as you got something to do, everybody want to hit you.
I'm telling you, like, man.
I don't know what that's about.
What the hell?
It's like they say, oh, I bet they're doing Talkative right about now, so let's call them now. You got to get off. What's up? You
no, man.
Oh, okay.
We good. No,
we good. Okay.
No,
you look down at it like it was serious.
I was like,
like, uh-oh. Somebody go down.
I gotta go ride. Okay, like not.
I'm about to go ride up on these fools real quick. Oh, okay. Overtime.
Nah, man. Somebody sent me something. It's
okay.
I'm just reading what he said. That's all, man. That's it.
All good, brother. But that's the only thing I really got to say about broken phones. I'm just saying, if y'all got broken phones out there, it has to do with the sense of value, all these things.
So I agree with you.
Just be careful. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
There's something about it. It's like you don't value your own stuff.
You don't value, man.
Right, exactly.
You don't value a damn thing.
So how can I sit back and be like,
so how you value our relationship?
Right. All of a sudden now, guess what? You don't care. You talking to me. So I'm out.
Exactly.
Dude, beyond that, man, I did do something this weekend. I did something last night, actually, that I wanted to follow up with you about.
Okay.
We saw OG, the HBO show with, what movie?
What you think, man?
Man, that joint.
Because I mentioned it. Didn't I mention it?
You mentioned it last show.
Yeah.
Dude, that joint was powerful. Look, let me say this real quick, real fast. Did you know those jokers were were inmates? The actors in it were inmates.
Nah.
Dude, so after the end of the joint,
no, I didn't watch. We didn't watch that.
Bruh, at the very end,
damn,
they got like a little clip. They said, I think the other main character was an actor. I hope.
The young boy.
Yeah, the young boy. I'm about to Google that to make sure.
Okay.
But those other guys that were great. He was fucking phenomenal, man, right?
If he
phenomenal.
That's like, yeah. That would be amazing. And if that, I think they should pardon him and let him get out and just fall into whatever he needs to do.
They did it for that dude, Prison Bay, the dude who took the picture or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, right.
Yeah, you know, he's a multimillionaire.
Because Young Boy did a really good job in that
I got to pull him up, man. Yeah. But I know that they showed a little clip at the end. They showed that the lady who did the director said, I want to make this feel really real. So this was shot at an active prison. Mm-hmm. And they used a lot of the what do you call it? Secondary characters or whatever you call them. Extras or whatever were all actual inmates serving time.
Oh wow!
I was like, I don't know how they let that happen, but
oh wow,
yeah. So when I saw
I hope
that,
they paid them more than 5 cents a day.
Exactly, but they paid. They need to pay them something.
I hope they put something on their books. You know what I mean? That's what I.
Yeah, because they can go and get them some
cigarettes
or something. I don't know how it works.
If you get, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy, man. That prison system, man, like, and it's just like it's wild. There's certain, and this ain't a black or white thing. It's a poor thing.
Yeah, okay.
It's a poor thing. We are proportionally more, the large number of inmates are African American.
Absolutely, we already know.
And people of ethnicity.
Well, they say, but it's disproportionate.
Yeah,
right?
it's disproportionate like crazy. Right. But it is it's a thing that has to deal with poor, like lack of resources, and sometimes people just crazy. Some of them belong in there though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you put $100 on somebody's books, bro, they eating good, bro.
Yeah.
Like $100 in prison,
I ain't mad.
On, man. Like that. I mean, depending on where you are and what their rates are, because prison is an industry just like anything else. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, OG.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, man, about OG. Jeffrey Wright. Okay. First of all, let me go back. Jeffrey Wright as Peoples Hernandez in Shaft. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. I actually thought the dude was Latino after I saw the daggone. And I thought he was hood. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was like, oh, he must know this, character because that's who he is. Jeffrey Wright as Basquiat, the artist.
Yeah, he did a good job with that.
Great job. I thought, okay, this guy might just be like a cokehead. I don't know, whatever. So he must know how drugs is.
Right.
Jeffrey Wright as Bernard in Westworld. Oh, this guy must just really be kind of like an android already, so maybe that's how he is. Jeffrey Wright in OG as Lewis. I think that was the name.
Lewis.
He must have been in jail. My point about this is Jeffrey Wright makes every character he does feel like he is that character.
He embodies the character.
I don't know how he's doing that.
man, that's the school of that's that Sean Connery, that's that Denzel, that's that like you just even Kevin Costner in some roles and Mel Gibson. You know what I'm saying? When I think of Mel Gibson, I think of Braveheart. Like yeah. Like when you embody the role to the point where you just like, yo, that person.
But he embodies the role in every single movie.
He's just a great actor,
and outshines whoever else is in it.
He's a great actor, man.
Bro,
like,
he's an actor's
actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's a great actor. He's an actor's actor. He's an actor's favorite actor.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Your actor's favorite actor. Just like I always say, your best friend's favorite podcast is Talkative.
It's Talkative, yeah.
Or talk show. We ain't gonna say podcast. But that's what I'm saying about Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright is your best friend, is your favorite actor's favorite actor.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not gonna front. This dude brought this story to life. The way he was, it's not even, and the thing about this, one thing I'm gonna say about Jeffrey Wright, it wasn't just about his delivery. Every actor, you gotta have the delivery. It's the things he didn't say. Sometimes his eyes would just be looking around.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say much. Or it's his body language when he would walk.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's body language, just the way you carry yourself sometimes. Like, and that's what I was talking about last week. If your OG trying to be across the street with you, trying to get into the same clubs that you at, trying to dress like you dress, like
it's a problem.
It's a problem, man. Like, and this is the thing, like the subtle nuances in the movie, like literally, man, like it's just like when you talk to a youngin now, man, when you talk, I call them youngins.
Yeah.
When you talk to these youngins, man, they be sitting up there, boy, and they be looking at you like, look, man, that old motherfucker don't know what he talking about.
Absolutely right.
But nah, like they have a lack of, I guess, respect for the people that been there, done that. I've seen that on a large scale to the point where a movie like this, I feel like can help gain some insight on why people like this who've gone through experience. That dude did 25, 30 years in prison, man.
Yes.
So I feel like he could give you a little bit of insight on how to operate while in this building. And it's the same thing with when you out in the street. Like if I done, you know, so it's kind of the relationship like I would say a father and son have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because in most cases, if you are there for your child's upbringing and you are trying to be in their life and try to steer them in the right direction, you kind of got to play that role. Like you kind of been through things, the experiences you've been through, you don't necessarily want them to experience those things in the same way. But you're like, you got to live and do what you got to do. So when like classic, I'm not going to talk about the movie just in case people haven't seen it, but the one scene where they were playing basketball when the first time we was like, yo, I don't think you want to go down there and play with them. I don't think that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just stay up here? Let's just shoot around, woo, 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 woo. And he gave him like just little gems. Like, I don't think you want to do that. That's not the way that you want to go. But it's like a lot of this generation, like, and even me, I remember back to being 19. Like, I remember like to being 19. I was one of those.
Right. Come on.
Had to touch the stove.
Come on.
To see if it was hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know
red mean hot. I don't know. Maybe it don't. Maybe they painted it red.
There was levels. Like if I could feel the heat from the stove before I got to the stove, I wouldn't do it. And what that means is I had a threshold of things that I just wasn't going to do because they weren't, my moral compass wouldn't allow me to do those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, so case in point, I've never sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? I've never, you know what I mean? Random acts of violence. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never, because those things to me, you know, random acts of violence against people who look just like me and are disenfranchised and like that are just like me. You know what I'm saying?
But you've done specific
I never
acts of violence. No, I'm kidding.
You stupid. Random acts.
Yeah, these ain't random, but I am going after Johnny because
people get run up, get done up, but you know what I'm saying?
You know, like, you want to get this work.
You get the hands.
You gonna get the hands.
Get the paws put on, like you.
It's gonna
know
happen.
What I mean? But it's just like the culture that we're in now.
Right.
It's just like, for a lack of better way of saying it, it's STFU old nigga. That's pretty much what they say. That's pretty much what these kids say.
Damn.
Yeah.
They coming at it for the juggler.
That's what they say.
Well, he actually did say that.
STFU.
Well, look.
Old people.
Well, look. Okay. There was a couple times in the movie when you guys see it, the way that, I can't remember the other kid's name. What was the kid's name? You remember? It was Lewis and Beecher. So Beecher, you know, which I of course I had to think about Oz when I heard that name. But Beecher, does run up on Lewis in the very beginning, and that's where this whole relationship kind of takes place. Right. But he did come in there and disrespect the OG in the beginning.
He did.
And that's kind of how I think it goes at first, right?
Yeah, got choked out.
Got choked out. Yeah, that's what I love.
Yeah.
Look, it's all good. I mean, look, look, there's no way we can tell you about it without telling you about it. Right. So, but yeah, you can still see it. It's still gonna be a very good, powerful scene when you see it. But yeah, he got choked out by the OG.
Right.
And he up there looking simple.
Right.
Because when Lewis dodged them punches at first, because at first I was like, oh, he gonna hit him a couple times. Lewis dodged him joints like, yeah.
Been
like, oh, okay, what's up? You done?
Like, been there, done that. Okay.
Oh, I love it, Chris.
You know what I'm saying?
Been there, done that.
And it's choked him.
Are you done or are you finished?
Are you?
Because this joint's about to be a wrap. Yo, I love, that's exactly how he did it too. And then he gave him a 2-piece.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, boom, boom. All right.
He was out. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
But when I saw that scene, and the whole thing about it is you see, now this is what I kind of want to say about this, because this kind of happens, I think, with OG leadership, OG, talk or whatever, is they will give you, OGs sometimes give you the end, right? So they might say, right, oh, don't go over there and ball with them because you might, you don't want to do that.
Because he knew what it was.
He knew what it was going to lead to, which is good.
Yeah.
However, like that guy said, but man, you're going to be gone. What am I going to do? How do I really facilitate not being with them through my 20 years I got to be
right, because if I say no to them, then
now.
So he did have a point. He had a point. He's like, yo, like, I have to. But then in that same statement, I will say, but let me validate that. So yes, if you're saying like, yo, I have to operate, it's like growing up in a certain neighborhood. Yeah. It's just like there's certain things that you're going to be exposed to. Right. And there's certain decisions that you're going to have to make that's going to put you on one side of the fence or the other. You know what I'm saying? True. And all I think Lewis, what he was trying to say to Beecher at that point was, you have a chance right now to make a decision to ride and do all the crazy stuff that literally he was talking about that he did while he was in there. Right. And he's thinking about all those experiences and all the things that he had to do while he was telling him that you can go do that. And that's cool, whatever, you got protection, all that kind of stuff. Or you could just ride the middle like some of these other prisoners that were in there. You could ride the middle and just play. Because I feel like, and that's what I was saying. Like in high school, I don't want to sit up here and say like I wasn't popular. People knew who I was, whatever. Yeah. But I was in the middle, dog. Like I wasn't.
That's a good place to be in for high school. I'm with that.
You ain't loud. Yeah. You just in there. You in the parties. People see you. They know what's up, what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I was. I just wanted to stay there. I didn't want to be the super popular. I didn't want to, be getting pushed around. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate when I used to see that or what I used to defend. Oh wow. People that used to get pushed around, man.
Okay,
man,
Marvel.
I hate that. Yeah, man. I used to
Black Panther over here.
Oh my god, I used to I teed off on this one dude. Like literally went to the office and then I got goddamn in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
It's just like I got in trouble. You know what I mean? But it's just
you did the right thing. I mean, because that's sometimes some cats need that.
Like it's like, bro. Anyway, he was one of them kids that probably was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, exactly. Came
anyway,
try to break it out.
So he's like he's trying to teach Beecher how to like, yo, you could be just cool. You could just skate. Yeah, how you gonna do your time is pretty much what he was saying. Right. How you gonna, it's an age old saying, do the time, let the time do you. So you're thinking if you're gonna be in here and you're gonna be just as active as you were when you were out on the streets, you're filling your mind with some of the things that got you in here in the first place. So when you're in here and you're sitting down, like I was talking about sitting down, it should be an opportunity for you to figure out over these next couple of years, how are you going to better yourself? You know what I'm saying? Now, I know certain prisons you go to.
I love it.
It's going to be, it's live in there, man. Yeah. Certain like, but
it's not
certain
even
hoods that you in.
That's what I'm about to say. It's just, But
you
this
can't
is one
escape
thing.
some of the stuff.
Right. And so here's what I'm going to say about that. The group mentality, the group flock or the pride or the wolf pack, whatever you riding with, that concept of a group with guys is real. Yeah. No matter what, if you coming from the neighborhood, like you said, you coming from the frat, you coming from the group, whatever. Right. Guys roll in groups. And I'll be honest with you, I never was a huge group person. The biggest group I paid homage to was my group of childhood friends, which we call the Grade 8. Mm-hmm. The Grade 8 for me was my brotherhood. Yeah. So anything outside of that, I don't care if it was, I'm repping my school now, but I'm repping my school. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that, I don't know how to put this. if I'm an Aggie, that doesn't mean if you're a Bison, I'm like, oh, you just a Bison.
Yeah.
Or you just a rattler, whatever.
Right.
I don't look down on anybody else for what they are.
Right.
I just went to this school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I went here.
Yeah, I went here.
I rep it.
And I love the school and I rep it. But it ain't got nothing to do with whether you went to Duke or Carolina or A&T or...
Well, that's a fanatic mentality.
That
was created. Like that's
whole... weird to me. People do that.
Fanatic is like, the reason why they call y'all fans and y'all sit in the stands and y'all scream for these teams and then get out in the, parking lot and be drunk and see somebody and something else and start cussing at them and stuff like that. Don't own no equity in the team.
Don't even matter, right?
It ain't never been that serious.
But some cats come to
bruh.
Come to
I already know,
and I don't get it, dude.
See, I don't rep it, but like, cause I did, I'm just one of those. Maybe they'll give me an honorary degree when I'm, when I get my off. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, they gonna have to at some point. But I shout out Morgan State all the time, man.
Yeah, good
and
school.
I went to
great school.
Fantastic school, man.
Thank you.
Fantastic school, man. I'm actually gonna get some wardrobe.
Let's get some wardrobe.
Some
up in
drobe up
Let's
in
get
here.
some drobe up in here.
Get some drobe. Morgan State Bears up in here. You know what I'm saying? But it was a fantastic. But anyway, like whenever like. It was on and cracking when they played Howard.
Yeah, oh no doubt.
Coppin State right there,
bro.
It was on
Coppin State.
Yeah,
yeah. Look, man, I remember. Look, I remember seeing Ankle Front. I saw fights break out.
Yeah,
over
man.
A&T and Coppin State.
I'm like, bro,
MASC basketball tournament or whatever it might be, right?
Nah,
and I'm like, it ain't that serious. I'm like, good. Look, you're that great. You know what I'm saying? No problem. I'm this. You know what I mean? But I never was big on that. But I'm just saying that whole concept of that does exist. Now I I'm like you. I like to ride the middle. Yeah. I'm good with all groups, right? I like to say that.
I'm just a guy like, man. I used to say like if I grew like I always if you play the middle, and you stay in the middle,
right?
I have principles. I have beliefs. I will stand on them. Ain't nobody gonna pick on me from either side. Like you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody gonna say, hey man, like you know what I mean. You're square. Cause like, oh, you don't want to do this. Oh man, you like peer pressure.
Yeah.
I never really succumbed to that. Yeah, and I saw so many people.
Well, peer pressure's real with guys.
Like
with guys, it's mad real.
They used to think like, the thing in elementary school and then you got to middle school, the thing they was kicking is like, if you started doing drugs, it was because of peer pressure. I was like, nah, I ain't start smoking weed because of peer pressure. Literally, I was just around somebody caught a contact, and I was like, woo.
That nice sweet Chiba.
I was sitting around there. I got 5 on it. I was like, I feel kind of good right now. Your muscles is relaxed or whatever. Like it's easier to communicate with the other species. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Chris, are you high? Say what?
Say what now? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe let me go and kick this game to you. I'm with you, man. I mean, but that's what I say. I just think one thing about OG that they pointed out was that whole group gang guy mentality.
Yeah.
How you have to roll with one crew or the other crew. And Lewis himself was outside of that. But see, Lewis had the advantage of years.
Yeah.
So that part kind of bothered me. Now, he did tell he told Beecher dignity, self-respect, and grace.
Right.
He said these are the 3 things you want to hold on to in this place.
Right.
Now, I'm with that. Dignity, self-respect. Now, the grace part, don't know.
Yeah.
That word right now,
grace. Yeah.
Grace? Really? In prison. I want to hold on to grace. Maybe not the word grace. Matter of fact, let me see what grace means.
Yeah, you got to.
I think that's not the word
I need a because I have an idea for what I think it means.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, grace is probably not the word I would have used. But let's, hold on.
Grace means simple elegance. Refinement.
Jail ain't got nothing to do with nothing simple or elegant.
Courteous goodwill.
That's okay.
Maybe goodwill, politeness, good manners.
Grace that can mean polite. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's say this. I like this word.
Your
civility.
Grace and
So grace means civility. Being civil.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Acting. This says poise, finesse, and charm. I don't know about all that. Not in jail.
It means a couple of things.
Yeah,
you finesse somebody. I've been finessed a couple times. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little different.
These ain't Jordans. Yeah. Look, you holding them joints up like,
you're like, oh, man,
why these joints so light?
Yeah, you got finesse.
Yeah, I got finesse.
And they weren't being graceful for it. So I don't know about those 3 words, but I mean, hell, Jeffrey Wright didn't write those words in there. But I do know what they mean. You want to hold on to certain higher values and things like that, even in a tough environment. I can understand that.
Yeah. He was just teach. I think it was just a great way. And I actually want my son to watch it, but he ain't usually into stuff like that because he's too young right now to kind of.
I think it's a good movie for sons.
You know, yeah.
Father sons like, to watch. You know,
man, the dynamic of the relationship that he had would be, you know, featured in the movie. It was like, it's that father and son thing, man. I'm trying to give you a little bit of this knowledge that I have, and when he got out, you know, he knew he left prison with his dignity. He left with grace. He left with respect. People respected him, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody, he wasn't no pushover.
No, not at all. Because at home, that dude, the
main guy,
whatever
the shit, even one dude, and the main guy that was running all the drugs in the prison.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing the hammer in and all that stuff, all the stuff that was going on. I'm not going to give too much more away. I'm sorry.
Right.
No, but like at the end of the day, like when they, you know, let's just say Lewis was getting pressed, and in that pressure, he was just like, y'all got the wrong one.
Yeah, I ain't that guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
You have to know, like, you know what I mean? And he, you know, he even said it. He took L's. You know, there's certain things, you know, certain nights he was in the hole, weeks in the hole, like, and all this kind of stuff, like, for doing stuff. And he's just trying to get somebody else to maybe not experience some of those same things. Get to, you know, find
Which is
a
interesting because they still put you, well, I ain't gonna put, I'm about to say something at the end. So let me.
Yeah. That
ending was,
I
was kind of.
What you mean?
The way it ended for the other guy, the beacher.
Oh yeah.
The last scene we have a beacher. I'm just like, that's kind of messed up because I didn't see that happening. But yeah. Okay. So I don't. I mean, you got anything else you want to say about OG? I mean, I think it was great though. Brilliant movie.
It was brilliant. That's all I got. I mean, I
could probably say some more, but I don't want to give it away.
Nah, man, we can't get a whole movie.
I know, right?
You gotta actually watch it. But what you can do is after you watch it, you can comment. Look, and this is the thing. This is the thing. You don't necessarily just have to go to, like, if you watch the YouTube and you don't want to comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hell, everybody else do it. Just hit me in my DMs.
Okay, like
or hit me under a, like, usually if you go to the Talkative page,
go ahead.
It's either going to be Mac or me answering.
That's it.
We do not have the money at the point that somebody else do.
Can you please answer this question? Plus, you know what, to be honest,
I probably wouldn't do it anyway.
Yeah. We need to always be that.
Come to my profile at Overtime Chris, Mac is Legend, or where you want them to go.
I would say go to Talkative on IG, talkative.show, only because it can be contained there. Sometimes on my page, I'm scatterbrained.
It's everything.
I got too much going on.
Well, you
man,
can hit me on my page. I don't care because I ain't scatterbrained at all, and ain't nothing going on my channel on my page at the moment.
No, I'm with you, man. Look, I'm be honest, brother. I mean, if we can just get the discussions, that's what we want. The conversation is what we're looking to have.
Let's just talk about it. Like, if you watch it and you didn't like it, you know, if you liked it, whatever. Let's holler at me.
My guy.
I talk to Imprint every week.
Yeah, okay. Imprint be on it.
He be leaving, man.
He be paragraphs,
man.
But I be
paragraphs.
They be well thought out. Like, I'm like, damn, this guy's
he
a writer.
Be writing a thesis.
Yeah, he does
for every episode.
But you gotta love that.
I'm like, I might
him,
take it and just make it the description.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm like, dude, this guy is brilliant.
Your face and make it the description.
He's brilliant. When I see it sometimes, and I just feel bad because I'm like, man, hold up. Let me think. Like, I gotta actually get away. Sit down and be like, okay, let me see what he said, because this cat is dropping some words.
That's what I do.
And I love
I'll like it. I'll like.
Oh yeah, real quick.
If I get something that comes through, boo boo, I'll go like it real quick. But then I may go back and read it and then answer because I may be in the midst of doing something, moving around. You know how that goes.
Absolutely,
you know
man. Absolutely.
You know? But man, shit. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, 100% honest with y'all. We ain't had shit to talk about this week or whatever.
Yeah, it's all good.
Chris ain't had no topics. Chris had something to do on Monday. So
we got life happening.
This is actually going to come out a little later than normal.
Okay,
you know
no worries. No worries.
Probably gonna come out Friday, Saturday-ish. Yeah. Audio probably be Thursday-ish or whatever.
Well, look, that means you got time over the weekend to check it out.
Yeah.
Let me go and say this real quick. I'm gonna say this in a couple places, but I do want people to know, since we're talking about OG, your virtual OG Best Man Made Series 3 is back this weekend.
Oh, man.
Right after this comes out, we got Best Man Made 3 coming out. So I do want to talk about that. I just want to mention that.
Okay.
I'm letting y'all know. Finally starting season 3, that's coming out. So me and Chris gonna be, of course, talking about this more on the platform.
So this gonna be a weekly thing, or this gonna be a?
I'm gonna make it a weekly thing. I'm gonna make it a weekly thing. I'm hoping to do a couple times during the week, but we'll see how that pans out.
Man, that gets rough.
That gets
and this is the thing with.
I don't know if I got it in me.
With social media.
Yeah.
You had like I understand we are in the era of like, if I have influence, I can sell you something, or I could, the fake snake oil sell you something, or whatever, however it goes. Like, but you need to have the influence, and the only way to gain influence is to keep having interaction with. Yeah, you got to keep having. So the more interactions you can have, the better your chances of getting your, I hate using numbers, but for lack of a better way of saying it, getting your numbers up. Yeah. So you can get to a point where you have, I guess you could say, you're an influencer over a certain demographic. You're an influencer in this community or whatever. And then you can then position yourself with companies or whatever. I think you're a good example of that. Yeah. You're a good example of that. So it's just like, the more you post, the more you do something, the more, like, you have to be so active in the beginning when you're first starting, that sometimes all of the work when you're in the midst of it, and then, like I said, the returns that you get back when you're doing all this work, and the returns you getting back, you like, God damn.
Yeah, you working for peanuts at first.
Like 3 people like that.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that joint was fire.
That joint took me 3 hours. Okay, like an hour like.
No, it's real.
It's a real.
Damn,
you be
no, it's real though, man.
You be almost deflated, but if
you gotta really love what you're doing.
Yeah, this is the thing about that though. This is the thing about that though. The people that you actually think have a lot of influence, actually, I see that they don't have much.
That's real.
There's some people out here, man. I swear to God, they got 2 million followers, and 300,000, and you go to their page and you look at the response that they get from. So it's just like, but
I'm gonna tell you why that. You know why that happens, right?
That's the part I don't understand.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why that happens, and this is we talk about this a lot about social media, but I do want to say this. This is the weirdest thing about the psyche of social media, the psyche of people. It really is. I mean, it just, this is what it is. If it's what it is people don't want to seem like they're not in the know. So for example, if Nike puts out a picture,
fact.
That's
really a bar.
That's really
a bar, man.
That's it right there.
That's a bar.
People don't want to feel like they're not in the know. And I'm gonna tell you, so if Nike puts out,
people feel like they want to. I know everything.
Right. So if I liked it, that lets you know. I'm in the know about that thing, whether I really like it or not.
Right.
So, for example, like if something has a lot of flow to it, a lot of traction, it's only because people say, "Oh yeah, I saw that too. Oh yeah, I saw that too. Oh yeah, I saw that too." But if are you really buying that? Are you really liking? Are you really into what you're right? Man, and they really don't. They just trying to show, I'm with it too.
And this kind of puts me into like a little makeshift discussion that I have about compartmentalizing certain relationships that you have with people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, it's not a seamless transition, but it's just like at the end of the day. Just because you follow me does not mean that I'm going to follow you back.
This is the weirdest thing.
That is the craziest thing to me.
Right.
Look, don't follow me if you're not interested. If you come to my page and I'm telling you right now, my page is going to change. Like there's a lot of things about my page on my IG, and I'm actually in the midst of getting my YouTube together and all this kind of stuff, and trying to figure out how I want to. We were just talking about that before we even got on here. How I want to introduce myself and how I want people to get to know me and getting to learn more about Overtime Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Which might not be overtime.
It'll be overtime.
Okay, there you go.
It's an authentic name.
Love overtime.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's authentic.
I love overtime. This guy puts in more work than anybody else.
Yeah, I've been doing
overtime.
I've been doing it my whole life. I've been grinding my whole life. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. He might start a new album.
No, that's not me. I
know, but I'm saying you might right. But you might come on out with some other stuff too. Yeah. Because Chris is in the music. All right.
So, like, just because you come to my page, or we got a podcast,
right?
So I'm like, go do this, and somebody goes and does that or whatever, and then I don't return the goddamn favor.
There it is.
And then you unsubscribe or like not, or just unsubscribe or whatever. 2 days later, it's like.
Yeah.
That's the mentality. I really don't understand. That drives me bonkers, dog. Like I'm like, and that's a white ass word, okay?
Yeah, that shit, bonkers. I know bonkers a candy, but go ahead. Yeah.
Jesus, it's like, like if you're not doing anything, I told you there's some criteria for me to follow you. Okay, there's some criteria.
You gotta be sexy and have an ass.
You gotta be
because I see a lot of counts.
That's a thing.
That kills me, man. You be like, this girl got 5 million subscribers.
Maybe in my single years, you're like, man,
this guy is butt naked on every
Let me tell you what. You know what I'm saying? This is motivating, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yes.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, that's how it is with most of these girl accounts, man.
For sure. Got these they do a little butt shot with the damn.
It's always the
what's that damn foot thing they be doing, man?
They got the foot and the side foot.
That is crazy.
They make that curve
the fitness industry, man.
Bruh.
Just doing them posts with you or whatever. Them posts on Let's Get Made. I was like, bruh. This is corny.
Kills. It is corny.
Okay,
because every
Let me take my shirt off. Look at this pump, nigga. Look at this pump. Like, you be like, dog, put your shirt back on.
Please, bro. I don't need to see that. Not for every day I gonna post. And then you see like every post. Okay, he's at the gym. Or yeah, she's wearing tights at the gym. And then, today they did squats. And then, you know, it's funny. And then it's like the girl, I'm gonna do squats today. Tomorrow I'm gonna do butt. Tomorrow I'm gonna do squats. Then I'm gonna do butt. Then I'm gonna do hamstring. I'm like, come on, don't ever do arms.
Man,
it's always a butt shot.
Your arms look like who's the dude Smithers. Okay, like your arms out here looking like Smithers. And your legs out here looking like The Rock, and you out here like Smithers. Okay,
squat day. Damn. What day ain't squat day?
You need to squat with your arms.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly, man.
Jesus Christ.
My man said the arms like Smithers though. That's hilarious.
Why do you look like that? It's crazy. We might need to take a break. Oh my
I'm saying that's I mean, so why do you look like that?
Oh my God.
I get tired of that though, man.
Tyrannosaurus Rex looking arms. What?
Oh shit. Oh man, I'm about to throw my food, bro. All that cough about to come up.
Oh my God.
No, it's true, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I get tired of seeing the booty. Ooh. Even though, look, everybody like a nice physique on anybody. I get it. But when you just overly do that, it gets to the point I'm just like, man, really? I get it.
Dude, there was some dude that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, bless him. I love him to death, man.
Yeah.
But, nigga, I don't want to see your V taper, okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to see your V taper. Like, no, I'm not talking about that V taper. I'm talking about
that. Oh, God.
You in the mirror, and you got your joints down so far to where you showing, like, look at that cut. There. I'm like,
bruh, I don't need to. I get it.
Unfollow. Yeah. Like, bruh. Get off of.
I get it. You like crunches and you don't like food.
I need people to like, look, this is not the entry to like, this is not 2007 anymore. We not in 2009.
Thank you.
Please stop taking pictures in front of your mirror in your bathroom.
Right.
With toilet paper in the toilet. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Or you see like some nasty all around.
Oh no.
And your whole
but they ain't
even tight. You like, you look at that cut.
Yeah, you
dog,
like,
no. Look at that sink. Look at your sink, okay? Do you got some comment anywhere in your house?
Please, some comment.
Please clean your bathroom. I literally responded on somebody's post one time. Clean your bathroom. You look crazy.
That's terrible, man. We used to, me and my boys used to be so. We used to. So it was funny. Back in the day, we would see these girls taking these pictures. Man, this is back when Instagram kind of came out, and my homeboys would try to be looking at it without, you know, the women know that they're looking at it. And so they'll make the comment, like the comment they'll put on the picture was, like, man, those light bulbs are really nice that you got in this picture. Meanwhile, it's just a picture of the girl, you know, with her butt all out and like a little light at the very top. And their whole point was they would try to act like they're not looking at that. That's all they're trying to sell you is
when I was putting them posts up for you, like, no lie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Let's Get Made. Yeah, man.
Oh, my God. Like, and I'll be like, all right, let me go. Because you know,
you want to interact
when you're in a community.
You
have to interact with the community that you're in.
Yeah,
to build the influence that you want. Because you gotta mingle with the people.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't just walk in and just make your announcement. And
so
leave.
You post, and then you go see what everybody else is posting. And when I tell you that it looked like one long ass post, like you just going up, and it's just people doing the same thing. I'm selling like you. Everybody had a supplement line. Everybody had a clothing line coming out. Everybody had wrist wraps coming out. Like anything that you were doing. Any shirt that you put out. Any like the vibe of the energy that you were putting out. You would see people start to mimic it.
Oh, absolutely.
And there were people that were championing, like, you know, literally like, yo, we love Let's Get Made. Like, what's up? My Mama Lifts.
My Mama Lifts. I love that girl.
So positive accounts. Like, Bodies by Tim.
Yeah, good.
That's I'm trying to think of all the other ones. What's her name?
Lita Lewis.
Lita.
Yeah, Lita was good.
Who is the girl that's in Washington?
Kesa Fit. Yeah.
She's dope. And there was one other person I used to see all the time. I was like, okay,
Jennifer Fowler might be Jennifer Fowler. She used to be with them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great girl. Yeah.
So it's just like all of those people, it would be like, or it's like you would go through, man, get the, but see, damn, that's kind of dope.
Right. Right.
So those people that I just mentioned were like the breath of fresh air when you were going down your damn thing.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But everybody else, and Randall,
of course, my homeboy. Yeah. Well, that's what happens. I mean, and to be honest with you, man, that's one thing about what we put out with social media, anything. And I know we got on this topic.
It's a highlight reel.
It's a highlight reel. But even then, I think the more we can make it, so I think with Talkative, the more we can bring people in that one space, and I got to admit, I haven't posted on Talkative, so I got to get back on that. To start that, I got to get on it today, man. But the big thing about it is,
get on it.
I do, man, because I'm just been behind on that joint. But
yeah,
we want to keep people just in here so we can keep the conversations going with things that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
And that way we can connect with those people too. So
I need the engagement. I want people to talk to me, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
I need people to talk to me because it's like, and maybe like, I think what'll help is like, we are going to be doing some on location live things.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a thing like this is our thing. We're going to be at stuff.
Yes.
Interacting with the atmosphere. So it's going to be, you know,
absolutely,
going to stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So those things will be to be announced or whatever. So, you know, we'll give people enough time. If you want to show up, we'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Couple of events that we have a list.
Yeah, we're gonna be going through that list and doing some things we're gonna hit
whatever. And we do have some things coming up, but we're not gonna mention those until they come up or whatever. But anyway,
yeah.
So getting back to what I was saying about compartmentalizing relationships,
there you go.
Because we ran off on a damn tangent talking about crazy.
It's all
people.
good, brother. We got it.
No, like, so it's an individual in particular, and I was talking about that individual before I came over here with my wife, who knows the individual. Like, and it's just like. This person, you know how people, do you have somebody in your life that only hits you when they need something from you?
I got about, not many no more.
You don't have many no more?
I
got one more I'm trying to shake, okay? Literally, I got to get one more of them off of me, and I really have to, because
you gotta get them out of your
thing about
life.
myself that I recognize, and I think Lee recognizes in me, is that she said, Chris, you too damn nice.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Like, as far as like in the
trying to help everybody out, right?
Yes, man. Trying to give. She said you giving up too much information, giving people too much of your time and too much of your energy.
Let me say something about that real quick.
Go ahead.
I got to a point, man. I had some people in my life, and I'm not gonna even front. I still feel a good amount of guilt in the fact of how I ended that relationship, because these people needed my help in the sense of they needed an ear to listen. You know,
I got you.
And I felt like where I was that ear to listen, I kind of just stopped. And I said, I never, because at times I kept breaking away, and I was like, yeah, you know, got a lot of this other stuff to do, but I ain't gonna front. When I got to that point where I said, man, I just have no time. Right now, I'm struggling just to get time to do things that I want to do.
Absolutely.
So I really don't have time doing things.
Work-life balance is a mother.
Dude, it's a killer.
Especially when you have a family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it solo dolo, Chris, is a lot different.
Oh, man.
Than
because you ain't got no look.
Like, you just riding.
Yeah, you don't even care if you.
You know what I'm saying?
Certain things you don't need in life.
You out here.
You know what I mean? You out here.
Yeah.
Don't matter what happened. But I'm telling you, when you got, like you say, you got the family, you got the full-time job, you got the the social media things that you're doing, you got all these things that are popping. It's just too hard to balance. Relationships. So my thing,
it's how people fit. It's how people fit into. Honestly, where you're going too, like, you know what I'm saying, and it's really about protecting that energy that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will suck that right up out of you, Mac. Man, they want that shit from you, like, and they want you to keep, like, they'll bounce an idea off of you, or they know you always give them great advice on whatever. But sometimes, like, even when you give these individuals advice and they keep coming back and they keep coming back, it's like, when do they ever, this is what I think about, when does that person, or this is how I adjust my relationships and compartmentalize my relationships now.
Right, okay.
It's like the people that call me, or there's really only one individual that does that, you know what I'm saying? So the people that call you, and I'll just make it broad, the people that call you and only start with what they doing, what they need from you, hey, can you da-da-da, this is what I'm on, this is what man. And they don't even like recognize your presence at first, like, yo, good morning.
Right.
How you doing? How have I been?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Shit. I mean, cool. You know, Kayshawn in college and shit.
Yeah.
You know, he doing that thing, and you know, Cameron play football. He really good at that. And then Bryson, he busy and still getting on my nerves. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then there's there's Lee. I got married and everything.
Yeah, you know.
Don't know if you ever heard.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about all that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what'd you need again?
Yeah, what you need again? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's very important.
Right. Oh yeah. I'm currently on 495. I got in an accident. You know, the police is right here. Huh. So you never know what the person you're talking to is going through.
Yeah.
But you're automatically calling that person and trying to take or whatever.
Because they know you'll give it. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, they know you give it.
There you go.
Yep.
So it's just like, okay, they know you give it. So guess what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, shit.
You got to cut them off, bro.
I can't.
Cut them off.
Just ain't answering the text no more.
That's it. That's what. So look, this is what happened. I'm telling you,
it's bad. Like I feel bad about myself because I'm a good person,
right? But I just don't have the space anymore.
I can't answer you no more.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. It's just like this.
Yeah.
When you want to eat dessert and you can't have it, you're full off the food you already ate.
Yeah.
I have no place to put dessert.
Right.
I have no place to put anything extra, and I already got what I needed. Exactly. I have everything that I need.
Exactly.
I can't put anything else that I really don't need.
Exactly.
So if that's the case, guess what? I got to skip dessert.
Right.
Sorry.
And you recognize those relationships easier when you have people that are on the opposite end of that.
Exactly.
Because literally, I don't know what it is, but I'm shouting out my homeboy right now, Terrence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My homeboy.
Big T.
Big T in the building, man. Like T, bruh, like, I don't know if we in sync or if like a bat signal goes up or if something happens.
Yeah.
But like
the cardinal signal.
I don't know what it is, man. But like literally, like, see, I don't like, let me just, and that'll transition into my other topic or whatever. You know
okay, let's do it.
That I have. T always calls me on the right days when I need to talk to somebody. When I don't, because when I'm in a space, and I'll just say when I'm in a space, I don't reach out to people because I don't want my energy to rub off on you. Like, you may be having the best day of your life.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll reach out to you and I'm in this mood and I'm trying to get up out of it. I'm trying to skate up out. I don't like to bring people down with me. And I know, like, sometimes people are like, yo, just hit me, man, if you need da-da-da-da-da. And I understand that, but that's never been what I do. And and people can tell me to keep doing it, but I'm probably still not going to do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a firm believer in, protecting everybody's. I think about your energy. Like, I'm not going to call you if I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that might your day up and you be like, damn, Chris was on some whatever, you know what I'm saying?
But at the same rate, certain relationships that you do have.
But what I was saying, Terrence literally calls me every time, never fails on the days, and he'll say something, and Terrence is very simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a complex individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of layers to this dude, man.
Yeah.
But he'll say the simplest thing, and it will, like, literally,
boom,
I'm out of it.
Yeah. Good, man. That's what you need.
And it's like, when you got somebody like that, why the hell am I answering the phone for you?
Uh-oh. See, he just did that. So that's what I'm saying.
Gets off my line.
Bruh, I'm telling you. Yeah, because y'all are both getting and giving at the same, yin and yang, right, going on. That whole progression is happening right there. The other that's coming is just taking. You leaving me, with less than I had to begin with. I can't deal with it no more.
Exactly.
So I'm with that, man. Exactly. I'm glad that T can be that for you. There's plenty of times when you that for me or other people that I connect with as well. So I get that.
Yeah. It's like, so that leads me to say, like, we have a lot of people now that don't want to hold themselves accountable in many ways. I'm talking about accountable for, like, say you want to build something, right? Yeah, I need to build something. A lot of times you got to build things from scratch now. Like, a lot of things have to be built from the ground up, but a lot of people don't want to put in the work to do that. They want to suck and feed off of, like, what you got going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me feed off that energy you got and let me soak it up. Hey, could you shout out my such and such on such and such? No. Like, cause like if I don't like it, then why I'm shouting it out? Like, literally everything that I mentioned on here, kombucha, drink your bucha, Health Day kombucha. Right. We shouting out A&T on here.
Oh, man, I got to tell you about A&T a little later.
I did not go to
That's all right.
But I rep
some good.
We got this good Uncle Nearest up here.
Oh, man, it's halfway gone. Right. Come on. Are we doing it? He could go. Oh, today's good.
You know what I'm saying?
God bless
we got the Uncle Nearest hat. We got some feng shui in here.
My man is ready.
You know,
good God. No, now listen, I don't know about y'all, but y'all just saw it go down right here.
Yeah. If my man is giving you didn't see it.
Yeah,
okay.
You
just missed out.
You need to go to YouTube right now and check that part out. My man Chris is up. I'm gonna tell you what.
Go ahead,
that's
man.
the good though, man. That's what all of that you just said, all that, just bringing it all together, man. What T has done in your life, all these different things that, you know, you have to cut out the negativity. Yeah. You got to cut out the things that you don't want.
Absolutely.
And that's why I say, man,
got to trim those hedges.
You got to trim the hedges and do it quickly, because if nothing else, it's going to eat away at you. Let me say something. I want to get into this next topic real quick. I don't know if we got time.
Oh no, we got plenty of time. Bro.
Okay, let me
Whatever
go ahead.
You want to do? Come on.
Let me hit them with this real quick, man. This has been a hot topic since we started talking about A&T. I do want to bring this in. I love my school. I love A&T, and I'm gonna tell you, I loved it more after I left.
Yeah,
because more and more when I was now, I'm born and raised in Greensboro, North Carolina, and since we repping, I'm gonna tell you why we repping A&T today. Because when I was born and raised in Greensboro, I used to go to A&T, and I used to kind of feel like, this school ain't never doing nothing, you know, up and up.
Right.
There used to be so many, like, I would go to that school so many times on campus, and it looked the same.
Right.
And I was the same, and I was like, man, A&T just kind of, it ain't like Carolina. It ain't like the Duke. Why does it look like these schools?
Right.
All this stuff. Went to A&T, had a ball, great education, met my wife there again. Well, actually, I already met Ashley at another time, but, you know, that's when we really got together. But the school became more of a purposeful thing after I left. And that's because I started seeing what school and education meant outside of the actual school itself.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is, I guess Ash out there doing something. Maybe not. What I mean by that actually is the fact that when I was in school, I'm studying, I'm doing my thing, I'm just trying to get my daggone degree. That's all I can care about.
Right.
Beyond that, when I came out, I saw what A&T itself, the power and the value that it has among the people. Whether other people overlooked it and were just like, whatever, you went to that old public black school, whatever, HBCU, they looked at it as that.
All right.
Other people might have looked at it as something different, but what makes something valuable, like you said last time, like the Vibe Awards, is that we give it power.
We give it power.
We support it. Absolutely. Right?
Absolutely.
Anything that you love, I don't care if it's Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Health Aid, A&T, Apple. I don't care what it is.
Whatever.
If you believe in it and you rep it and you support it, that's what gives it power.
Yeah.
So all that to say, lately in the news, the latest topic is these celebrity college scammers. They're trying to get their unqualified kids in these schools because to them, these schools like Yale, you know, Harvard, whatever, these Ivy League schools, that brand carries so much significance to them that one particular lady, I forget who it was, even gave $6.5 million to have her unqualified kid go to that one school.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
So I went to A&T on my own merit.
Right.
I got into the school. I came out the school. I had 2 degrees in that school.
Yeah.
I love what I worked for, and I worked hard for it.
Right.
And I rep that. You telling me those kids didn't get into any other college, for one, that they couldn't just go to without you paying $6.5 million?
Yeah.
I'm sure, look.
It's amazing.
Did they apply to A&T? Wonder why they didn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, you got all this. Why didn't you apply for a minority scholarship at A&T?
Right.
You could have gone there free of charge.
You know what I'm saying?
Rep the school. That's a great school and got a good education. But now, you in the news because
American institutions.
See what I'm saying?
American institutions, man. This is what, like, and I'm not knocking anybody who graduates, got into, or however, whatever, from these schools or whatever.
Right.
But people place value in things like, just because, like, let's just be honest, just because you graduated from Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Brown. My dad went to Lehigh, so shout out Lehigh.
There it is. Let's do it.
Like, it doesn't make you any better than anybody who graduated from Coppin, Morgan,
I'm just saying,
Morehouse, Howard, Hampton,
right?
Who are Grambling, Southern,
yeah, but this is
Wayne State.
Here's the argument. I want to go to a Division I school. Well, there's a reason why those schools are Division I. Just saying they also
you play ball, like you play.
No, it ain't in that. Just the fact they're saying that, you know, people say things like that. Or I want to go to an Ivy League school, or these categories. Have you even looked? Did you even look at the HBCU?
Did you even look at?
Did you look? And even then,
peek at it.
They don't even put it in that box. Did you just look at A&T in that program?
Right.
I'm just saying. So that's why I keep thinking about people. They'd rather do this dumb shit where they're going to jail.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers get locked up. And now you look like you don't know. Now the kid looks like you a sorry kid. You can't even get into college.
Right.
Your mama got to pay your way in.
Right.
Just because you didn't get into that one college. And even in college ain't for everybody. But I'm just saying, just because you didn't get into one college, you tell me you couldn't get into anything else. You had to go out there and put this money to what do you call it? Bribe.
Because people, man.
Dude, it's crazy. That's what it is. Yeah. All off of really a brand name for a school.
Yeah, it's a brand
name. That's what you're going off. It's a brand name.
You buying. I guess you could say quote Nike. You buying Versace.
Exactly.
You buying Fendi. You buying Louis Vuitton. Like you literally, you looking. It's the value that you place in something. One of my homeboys has a saying, rock what you like, not what's hyped or whatever. So it's just like
very true.
I really like that. I really like his
rock
saying.
what you like, not what's hyped. I love that.
He has a Gamal is his name.
Gamal, my homie. Yeah, now my homie.
Yeah. He and what he means by that, and that's the same principle you should have for everything. Like I'll just say this. First of all, I couldn't get into Yale, Harvard, none of them schools anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? And even if I could, I probably wouldn't have anyway.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, man,
I'm the same type, and it's just my personal preference. If you want to go there and you place value into it, and you feel like, yes, I'm sure if you put Harvard on the application, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, we gonna holler at this dude or whatever, because it's an American institution or whatever. But at the same time, you have to look at. I'm more of an experienced guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe the college experience, it makes you who you are more so than what you actually learn or what you actually studied in college or whatever. Because your social experience, how you interact with people, and how you just navigate, you know what I'm being a new adult. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Is going to set you up moving forward more so than I took an extremely difficult economics class that taught me everything from this, that, and other. Like, those are skills that, yes, you can use and apply in an industry. But like,
absolutely,
I look at college, like the biggest value I got out of going to college and graduating from college is the relationships that I built with people, because I know that the world works off of relationships. Yeah. And I think that's why people
network and all that kind of stuff.
And I can see, give them a benefit of the doubt. I can see why you would want to be in a Yale network.
Okay, but
Harvard network.
Right.
But at the same time, like, if you did your research, you know what I'm saying? Like I did my research in high school, you would see that a lot of the students that graduate from HBCUs go on to do some,
of course,
high numbers.
But let me hit you with this.
Yeah.
Just think, okay, Felicity Huffman, which I don't know her by name. I know her because she was in some movie. I think it was Desperate Housewives or whatever it was called. Yeah. Now, listen. Her daughter is who she paid off to go to this school. All right, which is crazy. $6.5 million or whatever she did. I don't know if she was one or the other one.
Yeah.
Now, think of her daughter said, just, you know what, mama, that's okay. I got into A&T. Felicity Huffman's daughter goes to A&T. That alone would make so much global news that she'll become a front runner. I'm just being real. Now, people say, whatever, why should she? But you know why?
Right.
Because they're going to be like, wow, I'm surprised this celebrity's daughter came to this school. It's just going to be unusual and unique enough that it will make such a big thing.
That's exactly right.
She could have become even a global sensation just off of that. Yeah. But now you're like a sucker. Yeah. All off of this. So my point is, you can create all the networking you want in those schools. But now that everything is so global, everything's so online the way it is, you can create a bigger buzz and a bigger name for yourself by going to certain things and just doing you.
You
know what I'm saying?
Literally.
That's all you need now.
That's
off your own merit.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean,
this privilege mess is crazy, man. Wealth is a real thing.
And people that say
crazy.
That say privilege is is a construct that we, no, it's not a construct. It's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And so is appropriation. And I will validate what I'm saying and also not condemn everybody for doing these things. So when you appropriate something, I'm not talking about the individual who really, like I said it, I think I said it last week or the week before, somebody who really involves themselves in a community to the point to where the community accepts you, they accept your voice. You are a part of the community just as much, even if you don't look like me, you don't say the same shape. Right. Like, you are a part of the community. You're not here just to take from it, because you see that this is what's popping, this is what's hot. Absolutely. So let me get in here. That's not appropriation. Appropriation is somebody who sees, oh, there's money over there.
Right. Yes. Let me take that. I can go and find a way that
I can exploit.
Exploit
the fact that I am this tone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I do something, it's gonna look.
But even then, let me hit you on the wealth privilege line of this whole thing, because the whole thing about this is beyond just that. Let me read this one paragraph. This is a paragraph from the story about what came out with Felicity Huffman, because it was over like 20 some people that they actually caught in this whole little scheme or whatever. But it says, William Rick Singer, 58 years old, pleaded guilty on Tuesday to charges related to running the scheme through his Edge College and Career Network, which charged from $100,000 to as much as $2.5 million per child for the services, which were masked as contributions to a scam charity that Singer runs. So these people are paying upwards of $2.5 million per child going into this dude's pocket or his charity, scam charity. That's incredible. So it might just be just his pocket, but maybe a few other people's pockets.
That's crazy.
And this is just people that are going from these different schools. My thing about is what wealth has done to skew the playing field. Now, now none of us are surprised this goes on.
No,
but the fact that it's finally getting acknowledged. There it is. Mm-hmm. And these people are finally getting called out for what they're doing.
Other people are like, oh, this is going on?
Right. I had no idea.
I
thought that you just went to Yale and no, man, look, have these cats in there off of money, or off of other people's influence or whatever. They're not in on their own merit.
Pay to play, that payola. It's play to play.
There you go.
Literally,
pay to play.
That's how the music business was in the beginning.
That
the radio
kills
station.
Me, dog.
Yeah, man. Like, play my record. Here's 100,000.
Dude, listen. Get in stuff because of your own merit. I don't care what it is. And even like we were saying earlier about the social media following. Yeah. If my social media following is 200, 500, 5 million, whatever. Let it be on the merit of the content I put out, and that's it.
Be you. Do. I wrote something in my journal this week. Do you? You know what I'm saying? And I wrote it to myself. It's do you, man. Like, stop following a group.
It's so hard, people. It's so hard to do that, though.
If you following a damn group, like, I'm like this because somebody else like this. I'm on this because I ain't on it. Yeah. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Sorry.
So if that parent and that kid would have said, you know what, look, Harvard, Yale, look, I get it.
Yeah.
But I can get connected to those people off other things. You can't. It's not like look, man. I got connections to people that went to Harvard and Yale. Yeah. Great. I mean, anybody gonna go out there and all of a sudden put me on their shoulders and yay, cheer.
Yeah.
Look, it don't matter. My thing about it is this: whether I went to A&T or whether I went to whatever, I could have gone to. It didn't matter. Yeah. The point is, I went to a school that I appreciated. I worked hard. I got my degree on my merit.
Yeah. A degree is not going to validate you. Wherever
not at all. It's not.
No, it definitely won't. It's an accomplishment.
That's it.
Hold it as an accomplishment.
Right.
It's something that it's a challenge that I took on and I completed. But it doesn't validate you, and it doesn't. For me, this is my personal opinion. It's not facts. It's just a personal opinion. Like, your degree doesn't absolutely make you who you are. It's maybe a piece of you. You know what I'm saying? But it's not who you are. So at the end of the day, this is why people recognize it. Like, it's not a coincidence why people like Bill Gates and what's the other dude's name? The Facebook dude. What's his name? Zuckerberg. It's not a coincidence that these people left and leave, because it's. Once you figure the key to life, honestly.
Come on, Chris.
Honestly, like, for me, the key to life is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find what you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Literally find that passion or whatever. And then within that passion, you got to find out, is there a trade involved in that to where I could actually sustain or make a living doing this thing? And if there is or isn't, it shouldn't matter. You should still want to do that thing, because in doing that thing, it will probably lead you to something that you should be doing in the first place.
That's real. I mean, that's
just the honest to God truth. And I say it. I don't know how many times and how many episodes I'm at to say that shit. But it's like literally like that's literally like I had to figure that shit out.
That's your personal message.
You have to figure that shit out. Like, you can go to school. Like, what I went to school for. Yeah. Like, I'm maybe doing that in a sense of personal, like I'm doing it in my personal life, but like that's not my 9 to 5. A lot of what you go to school for and get your degree in is not going to define the career that you have or the career that you have, because a lot of times you're doing these things because of a group perspective. People want to go to Harvard because of how it looks to other people, not necessarily it's a challenge for me.
It's a good call.
It's not. It's
that's the thing. It's not a personal thing. It's like, what does the world see?
It's a prestigious thing.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, A&T's a prestigious thing too. I mean, I'm saying, or whatever school anybody goes to, if they go to a school, whatever you do in life, is your own sense of accomplishment.
What you value. You know
let me say one more thing about this whole college thing is that, and this is one thing that really got to me, only because I remember struggling with my SATs. I don't know how you did on your SATs. Dude, SATs, I did SAT prep. Bruh, I still couldn't get over what I forget what score it was, but it wasn't the best score.
About SATs.
Yeah,
let me tell you something, man.
But it sat down right there. Sat down right there. That's the best I get.
It's like, first of all, I don't do well with timed stuff.
Yeah.
Don't time
Anytime you say go, I'm like, man, look, you better back off.
Because that's a pressure.
You got the wrong one.
That's a pressure that you're applying. Yeah. It's like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, yes, okay, like, let me just say this. If person A finishes said test in 30 minutes and I finish said test in an hour and 25 minutes.
Right.
But I get a better grade than person.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Said, hey,
I got more things right than the other person or whatever.
Does it matter?
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
Like,
right.
so that whole microwave.
Got the same amount right.
And now I know you even if we tit for tat, like, I mean, what does it matter? We arrived at the same destination.
Exactly.
Okay, you know what I mean? So the time thing, like in high school, I had anxiety about time because you're always thinking about the clock.
Oh, me too.
You always think about the clock.
Man, I used to hate when they say to bring them two sharpen number 2 pencils.
Do as well as I could. Right.
That already I felt stressed. How am I gonna sharpen these pencils? I ain't got no pencil sharpener at home. I used to hate it. I don't know about y'all, dude. Let me ask you this real quick. How many times did they tell you to come to school the next morning with 2 sharpened number 2 pencils and you didn't have a sharpener at home? Man, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I remember coming in there with 2 new pencils. My mom went out and bought the pencils and I was happy for that. But I had to go in there and sharpen them. I felt like everybody, all them other kids down there like this. My sharpen number 2 pencil. I'm sitting back like, let me go up there and just.
Bruh, I thought we was on at the house when we got that electric sharpener.
Ooh,
we was
y'all
on.
Got one? Oh,
we
man.
was on.
Hold on.
I said, man, this is 6428 is where it's at, man.
That's it. You can look at somebody dead in their eyes, sharpen like, look. See that, bro?
You know what I'm saying? I came to the SAT sharp.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm ready. No, you did it right there.
Like,
I was that cat on the machine up there.
And then you remember when you used to get on that joint and it ain't sharpening right, and you get to the joint and the thing is like loose.
Yes.
Like
absolutely. And you like, man.
You like they timing this motherfucker.
I lost 5 minutes.
Stop the clock.
Yeah. I done lost 5 minutes already.
Stop the clock.
Damn, but it's real though, dude. Yeah. I mean, I remember even those things, but and those little stresses and those little embarrassments that I might have had at those times even added to this. But one thing I want to say about the SAT scores, they said they even had people take them. They bought other people, paid people, other people to take the SAT for their kids.
Good.
That's one thing about privilege. Next thing about privilege, I do remember these stories, and y'all probably have heard it. These kids out there were taking things like, what's it called? Adderall.
Yeah.
Kids was on Adderall.
Yeah.
And I'm competing against a kid on Adderall or a kid who's got somebody else taking a test.
Yeah.
And that's how you want me to come on, bro.
Come on,
it's skewed.
Yeah, the playing field ain't never been level. And,
it ain't never been
level.
As
far as there's that, it's going to be that divide as long as there is, there's super wealthy. There's not much, like, this is the honest to God truth, people. Yep. And I'm about to say something that's gonna piss off.
Here you go. Come on.
Piss all y'all off. And I hope it piss y'all off just so y'all go out there and do what y'all need to do. So
let me hit the button. Overtime.
Some changes.
Here it comes.
Some changes can be happening. Like there's really, the middle class is shrinking, and it's not a coincidence we don't spend as much now. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence. There's not a lot of money to go around, and we're not spending as much. When there's a healthy middle class, there's a healthy America. Everybody knows that. It ain't never been about the rich. You know what I'm saying? But when the middle class is healthy, you know what I'm saying, and the rich are paying their dues and their fares as they're supposed to do, and all government is, to me, is it's put in place to protect civil liberties of people and all this kind of stuff and things that help make this country tick. But I think the biggest thing is the lobbying that goes on with industries so they can maintain the level and profile that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why there's so much lobbying going on. And so with all of that said, literally with all of that said, your 2020 president is going to be Donald Trump. Okay.
Whoa.
Your 2020 president.
Oh, he just went over.
Is going to be Donald. Yeah, get you.
My man, boy, if I do that right now, I might pass out.
Get you a cigarette. Get you a damn whatever you need to do to cope with it or whatever. He's not going to jail. Remember what? Remember what country we live in, people. You know what I'm saying?
It's just coming out.
Remember where we live at. Okay.
Oh no.
I just want you to remember where we live. Until you get him out of office, he is not going to jail. They are not going to march in. There ain't nobody storming the castle. Ain't nobody doing nothing. I'm telling you right now, get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Please get pissed off and do what you need to do on your end. Because this is the thing. Even if he's not president, let me just say this. Even if he's not fucking president, like, the person that's going to replace that person isn't going to change your community. Isn't going to change. Well,
there you go. You can't be looking for somebody else to do it.
You need to change your life.
There it is.
And this is why I keep shouting out all them women. And I'm going to learn all of their names. I promise you I'm going to learn all their names. All the women that made it into Congress, I'm going to learn all of their names. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you a bad boy.
No, I'm going to learn them. I'm going to learn them because it's a testament, especially the ones that had grassroots campaigns, not seasoned vets or people that came from I don't want to say privileged circumstances, but circumstances that would lead them to be in a role like that. Right. There are women in Congress right now, and we're in Women's Month, so this is why I wanted to say this. Okay, this is Women's History Month or whatever. So I
you gotta put them out there. Yeah.
So it's like
we love our women. Salute to the women.
A little bit. So it's just like these women decided that the only way they were going to get some change to the country that they live in and that they're trying to thrive in is to actually be involved and get involved with things. You know what I'm saying? And get involved with the process. You can't, there's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump nor Biden or who else is running? Everybody's running. I think you running. Okay,
I might as well.
There's so many Democrats running. Man. There's like 52 in these.
Yeah.
Okay, like you know what I'm saying? Like
anybody.
So my thing is like whoever is in there. There's so many Democrats, man. It's like, yo, I'm running. I'm like, who the hell is that? Where did you come from? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Joe Blow.
It's like that one movie with Chris Rock. When you know what I'm saying? What's the Chris Rock movie where he ran for president?
Man,
you know what I'm talking about.
I can't remember the name though.
Jesus, it's like everybody
in there.
Up. Right. Yeah, everybody pulling up. I'm pulling up.
That's gonna be the problem too.
So my thing is, if you have so much like, oh my God, this needs to change or this needs to change, use whatever platform you have or use whatever influence you have to start to get people to think on that type of consciousness. So then things will change.
There it is.
Change at that point. There ain't nothing going to change until you change.
I love it, man. That's what it is. We always got to put the ball in our court because it is all in our court.
Absolutely.
Be accountable for what you do. How you feeling? Anything else, man?
I told you I came into this with nothing. Yeah. Okay, but I mean,
look, we delivered, man. Listen,
you came in there.
I ain't mad at it. I do want to tell y'all once again, make sure you check out BESTMANMADE Series 3 starts this weekend.
Yeah.
Giving you some good content. We got more stuff coming up with Talkative, man. We're going to be some different locations.
Chris got some stuff dropping, but some stuff got to drop before Chris drops. So,
but it's coming. A man working hard on it, y'all. Man. It ain't that easy just to put it out there. Everybody know that.
Hut to hut.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Come on,
Give
man.
me some time to develop it.
Jesus.
So, man, listen. Whether we talk a little, whether we talk a lot, this has been Talkative.
Holla.